Welcome back to the Perfectly Balanced Podcast, where we talk about everything that has to do with life, love, and relationships. I'm your host, Destiny, and today we're going to talk about protecting your energy. Understand that protecting your energy is so important. I'm a firm believer of it. You also have to understand that not everything deserves a reaction. Some people love chaos. They live for drama. They live for arguments. They live for getting under your skin. And if you let them, they will drag you right into their nonsense just to drain you. But here's the truth about that. Not everything deserves your energy, and not everyone deserves your energy either. Today, I'm going to break down how to protect your peace, avoid pointless battles, and stop letting people pull you into their mess. So let's get into it. Drama is a trap, so we really should stop falling for it. Some people don't want resolutions, they just want a reaction. And I'm a firm believer of thinking before you react. I'm a firm believer of that because when we don't think before we react, excuse my language, all hell is going to break loose. That's just what it is. All hell is going to break loose. When you don't give yourself time to think, you only respond emotionally, and you're allowing that other person to win. When you keep moving, you win. So who in this situation do you want to win? Do you want the person that's pissing you off to win? Or do you want yourself to win and be at peace with the conversation? For example, for me, I get quiet. If you are talking BS, I'm going to get quiet. Because half the time, when somebody's talking BS, it's solely based on their own beliefs. And for me, I like to hear everybody's beliefs and take a little bit from each person and dissect it and make my own belief. I'm very open-minded like that. If you can give me enough information and research and everything in between, that's just what it is. Before engaging in somebody else's mess and somebody else's drama, make sure you ask yourself, are you trying to solve or are you just reacting? Most people just react. Again, me on the other hand, I'm not going to react. I'm going to let it sit. I'll be letting stuff sit. I have to. Because if I don't let it sit, something else is going to come out of me and I'm going to regret it. And I do not want to regret anything that I do based on what somebody else is doing or how somebody else reacted or anything of that nature. We're going to talk about social media next. I don't know if y'all know, but social media is designed to steal your peace. Every single time you engage with any type of negativity, and here's some examples, because I know people know, arguing in the comments, clapping back, doom scrolling, all you are doing is draining yourself. And I can talk about this because I am a doom scroller and I will argue in them comments. But most recently, I got rid of social media. I got rid of everything. Every single thing I got rid of. Because it's not healthy. And I feel like, me personally, I don't know about nobody else. It's a waste of time at this point. At this point in my life, social media is a waste of time. I'm not putting on a show for nobody. I'm not doing nothing for nobody else. I'm doing it for me. And at first, I was really posting to uplift and help other people. But I have to do that for myself before I can do it for the next person. And I want to work on some things myself, and being on social media ain't it. So, yeah. I'm off them things. I want you to also understand that energy is just like money. And this is going to be crazy that I'm about to say this, but we really have to stop spending our energy on things that don't give us anything back. I'm going to let that sit and I'm going to repeat it, right? Energy is like money. We have to stop spending our energy on things that do not give us anything back. That's it. That's the word. That is it. That's just what it is. I don't even think I have to elaborate on that statement. I think I'm gonna just leave it there. And matter of fact, I'm gonna say it one more time. Energy is like money. Stop spending your energy on things that do not give you anything back. And I'm going to move on to my next point. Understand that social media, or anything that you see on social media, it won't matter in 5 days. So you shouldn't waste even a minute of your time doom scrolling, clapping back, arguing in the comments, because you are draining yourself of good energy that can be put into something more productive, something better, into better relationships, into bettering yourself. And that is the point I'm going to make for that one. My next point is not allowing other people's mess to become your problem. Some people are really messy. Some people are so messy, you just want to stay away from them. They always in conflict. They always in drama. They always playing the victim like they ain't do nothing. But in reality, they the ones doing something. And you really have to make sense of that. You also have to look out for people who are only trying to keep your company just so they can feel better about their misery. That's a word too. That is a word too. I'm not, when I made these notes, I forgot all about these right here. I pre-write my notes so I know what to talk about. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. But it's true though. It's so true. That's the truest thing. That's the truest note. That's the truest everything. Sometimes people are just miserable and they want you to be miserable too. So they do things and they tell you things so you can be just as miserable. But you have to be your own person and make your own decisions for yourself, so you won't have to be miserable. Next point, protect your energy like it's a bank account. It goes back to energy is like money, baby. Energy is everything. Energy is everything to me. I am a firm believer. So when I walk in a room, I can tell when the energy is off. I can feel it. And if people are acting a certain way or anything of that nature, or if they've done something, I can tell. That might be a gift I got. I don't know. But I can tell. I can tell if you're a good person. I can tell if you are hiding something. I can tell all of that. All of that. It is crazy, but hey, I am an energy... What's the word I'm looking for? I am an energy connoisseur. So with that, if your energy was money, would you keep giving it out to people who's going to waste it anyway? I don't think so, because I wouldn't. This little energy that I got is so doggone precious. It is to the point to where everybody can't feel me and I can't be around everybody. That's just what it is. I can't be around everybody. My energy is so important to me. It's just like an aura. I can't be around everybody. If my energy is bad, if it's low or whatever the case may be, I'm not going to be around anybody. Because I don't want anybody to pull away from that said energy. Every argument, every back and forth, every unnecessary conversation, that's a withdrawal from your peace and your energy. I don't argue. I don't go back and forth. I also don't have unnecessary conversations. Because I have a lot to say. That's why I made this podcast. That's why I made this podcast. I don't do all that. It's a waste of time for me. I cannot. I'm not going to do it. Nope. I'm not going back and forth. If I feel like my energy is off, I'm going to take a step back and be by myself and get my mind right. Because if I'm around people too much, all of my energy is depleted. I get irritated. I get sad. Like, I pick up on other people's energy. So whatever the next person is feeling, that is going to come to me. And I don't want that. So I have to isolate myself sometimes. And that's perfectly fine. That's nothing against family, friends, or whoever. But that's just something I do. That's something I choose to do. If I ain't right, this energy ain't right, and I'm not about to bring it around nobody. I'm just not. I don't owe everybody access to me for these reasons. Because my energy is money. I may not have all the money in the world, but my energy is unlimited. It's infinite. And everybody can't handle it. And that's okay. That's okay. If you want some of it, you can get some of it, but you have to catch me at the right time. Because if you don't catch me at the right time, then you can't get none of it. Because I'm not going to put off the bad. I am nothing but good energy. You have to understand that your silence is your strongest response. Sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Not reacting really kills arguments and drama so much faster than a comeback ever will. And I know people be thinking that they be getting me caught up or I ain't got nothing to say. I choose not to say anything. Because I will cook somebody in a minute. I will cook you in a pot. Because based on your energy, I know all about you. Based on your reactions, I know all about you. Based on the things you say and how you move, I know all about you. So if you're saying something out the way, or we're having a conversation and you say something out the way, or whatever the case may be, and I get quiet, understand that I just cut it all off. I just use a knife and just cut it off. Because before I get upset, before I press a button that you don't want me to press, I just be quiet. And most of the time, once you be quiet, people will start arguing with themselves. And once they start hearing what they're saying, they're not going to have nothing else to say. It can't be an argument if only one person is arguing. And once again, the moment somebody realizes that they can't get a rise out of you, they move on. They move on to the next person who they can get a rise out of. You're not going to get a rise out of me because my energy is too sacred for that. It's too sacred, and that's why I protect it. Only certain people get the full energy out of me. It's only certain people. And it's a reason for that. Because once I give it to certain people, I have to regroup. I have to get myself together. Because I can't. I have to regroup and I have to get myself together. If not, it's not gonna be good. It's just not. Because once it's drained, I have to regroup. But I say all that to say that your peace and your energy is priceless. Please stop giving it away to people who don't understand you or commit to not understanding you. Not every comment needs a reply. And also understand that not every person knows what they're talking about. Not every insult needs a comeback. And not every battle is worth fighting. Please protect your energy and watch how much lighter your life will feel. Once again, y'all, thank you for coming to chat with me today. If this episode helps you in any way, shape, or form, please comment. If you can't comment, share it with the next person. This might help them, because I'm serious, you really have to protect it. Because if you don't protect your energy, somebody is going to come and take everything you have, and you will have nothing left for yourself with the people that you really want to grasp onto it because they need it the most. I want you to have a good day. Thanks for coming to listen to the Perfectly Balanced Podcast. I will see you on the next episode.